You're live. Yay, I'm live. I'm live. I don't know if this is the best time to go live because it is only 11:42 in the morning. Wednesday. I'm sorry if this was a bad time. I feel the need to vent. It's a venting time. It's a venting time. It's venting time. I have like a lot on my mind. Hey, Michaela. Hey. Um, I've got so much to think about, but in a nutshell, you guys saw the title, and I have not dropped out of school, but like I am this close. This close. I tell you right now, I am over it. I mean, I don't want to do it. Whew, we are. I am ready to swerve into the next direction, turn around. I don't care. Something else, anything else. I don't care about that piece of paper, this school. Y'all can keep it. Okay. I don't want to do it anymore. And it's that simple. And sometimes it is that simple. And I feel like, okay, let me explain my reasoning. So if you don't know, I'm in a 1 year LLM program at University of San Francisco. And we're at the midway to the end. So I'm like 75% done. But the 25% more that needs to be done is like a lot. Excuse me. It's like that 80-20 rule, but I got to do the 80. So basically, I have 5 classes this semester. One is a legal intellectual property clinic, which means I have like clients and cases and stuff like that. The other one is one called American Legal System. Hate it. I'm the only person in the class. I kid you not. It's just me and the teacher on Zoom. Hate it. Hate everything. Um, Wills and trust. Don't even go to the class. I don't even go. I don't even go. Professional responsibility. I barely go. I don't even go. Barely go. Don't want to go. What's the other one? I don't even remember. Oh, then that's the one where I have to write the 25-page dissertation or paper. And the first draft is due on March 26th. I have written 2 pages. Two. Two of them. I mean, like, the only reason, and this is what really annoys me about the whole education system, the only reason why I haven't quit already and turned in that withdrawal form is because I I paid for this program, student debt. Ha! Oh, what a tiana. And that's what really upsets me more than anything because I'm like, man, I went like 8 years of, or almost 10 years of being like, I would never get into student debt, American student debt, because it's all system, it's all a business, it's all this, that. And here I am after being back in the United States for 2 years, have found myself swallowed into student debt, $55,000 to be exact. And it's like, I have to finish this program that makes me completely unhappy, that I know I don't want to do because I have learned more and more about the system as I've been in it. And I'm like, what do I do? I can't even muster up the energy to do the things I have to do for this program. And it wasn't until last week. Are you filming? I know. Because we're all going through this. We're all going through this. It's so stupid. So, um, basically, as of last week, I said to myself, and I feel like thoughts come to you because it's something you need to think sometimes. Sometimes like the universe, I call it the universe whispering in your ear. And it was like, why don't you just quit? And I'm like, I'm like looking around like, quit. Wow. Because here we are. I'm going through the same stuff that I went through in Fudan, but the difference is I really felt like I had to prove something to myself with the Fudan thing, you know? Like, I really wanted to go to Fudan University, and I wanted to get my degree, and I wanted, um, I wanted to have that piece of paper that was, like, monumental for me. It proved that I'm worthy or smart or intelligent or whatever. And with this, I feel like I don't have anything to prove. I don't. It really is something that I just did because I've already done law. I already have a degree in law. Um, why don't you like continue on the legal path, even though you know you don't want to be a lawyer? Maybe law school would be a bit different if you're or a bit easier to grasp if you're studying it um in your native language in your home country. Like maybe things will be like a lot clearer. Maybe there'll be more of a support system. Maybe there'll be more, maybe the conditions will be a lot better. But who could have predicted back in January 2020 that by September we would be in a pandemic? Like, well, now we know hindsight is 2020. Huh. We'd be in a pandemic. You don't want to do law. Like you don't want to do it. It's not, like, after a semester or even after first 2 weeks, I was like, this is just not for me. But let's just keep going forward. It's just not for me. It's not for me. No, I don't think it's for me. Is it for me? I don't think so. Maybe you can kind of do it, but it's not for me. You know what I mean? Just going back and forth in my own head about this stuff. And then, yeah, like, how was I supposed to know that I would really hate this until it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's like travel. Some places, like maybe you dream of going to a place and then you go there and your expectations are like completely, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Online schooling has made me so lazy. Girl, girl. Online schooling, why are we even doing this? Like, why are we here? This is so bloody blasted stupid. And I stopped going to like my clinic and I stopped going to a lot of classes because they wanted me to do a presentation. And it's just been prolonged. And I'm gonna tell the teacher as of tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, girl, listen, I had a mental breakdown. I really did. Like not like a, screaming off the top of my lungs, but just like crying and not feeling it, not feeling this program, wanting to quit, wanting to give up, not wanting to do it. Um, and I'm gonna tell her, listen, I don't want to do the presentation, period, poo. And what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to share my screen and PowerPoint. I don't want to because who the hell cares? I don't, they don't, we don't, no one does. So I don't want to do this. I'm barely like literally I would much prefer to just drop out. Like I just don't want to do this stuff anymore. And then that American legal system class. So what you have done within the legal surrounding background. Just kidding. Oh, that's that's so random. Have you thought to look at what can be done within the law field? This reminds me of the black woman lawyer in Japan who exclusively deals with getting child support for Japanese kids of American soldiers. Oh, that's deep. Like I'm struggling with things as simple as reading a chapter. Right? I like literally the presentation is like 7 minutes. This was assigned a month ago. I already did the PowerPoint. I just don't want to present. I don't want to. And like, oh, what can I do within the legal field? I know I don't want to be in the legal field. So this one class, the American Legal System one, it's like legal writing and research or something. She got me writing this stuff. And I'm like, if I have to do this for a living, no. I'd rather sell pineapples in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'd much rather do that. I'd rather just go move to Panama and dance merengue at nightclubs. This is really like it's like a field that I feel like is so soul destroying and mind consuming, mind numbingly too much. It's too much. And it's something that like you really like one of my teachers told me like if you don't have the passion for it, this was in regards to taking the bar exam. Because I was just gonna kind of like just go through everything and try to just become a lawyer, at least to have the credential and accreditation, whatever. But like he's like, if you don't want, it's really difficult. It's really something that you have to devote your time and energy and soul to. And if you're not feeling it, then don't do it. It's that simple. Don't do it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see myself being a lawyer, even if I might be good at it. Like, I don't think I would necessarily be good at it because I bring here up because she found something that is passionate about, but I understand feel like you are done with her. Yeah, I mean, it would be different if I found something I was passionate about, but like, I don't know. Like, it's definitely not in the legal field. I already know. I already know. What I feel passionate about, and I tell people this all the time. I really love like the show Shark Tank. I love that show, and I would love the idea of just being an angel investor or a venture capitalist, and just funding businesses. But you got to have money to do that. And then I also want to be an influencer. But it's um, like I would want to just kind of let this whole thing go and just focus on my content and focus on the thing that I've dreamed of doing for a long time. Like y'all know I've been on YouTube for a long time. I think I started uploading in 2010. Yes, that's how long I've been on YouTube. I mean, y'all know my old channel's gone, which is fine. But I had that channel since 2009 and started uploading, I think, in 2010. And it went from like so many different directions. Like that, I think that channel, when I first started the concept, which is funny because everything kind of comes full circle because when I first started, it was called Femme Fatale. That was the idea I had in my head. It was like how to be a bomb ass female, how to be a kick ass bitch, you know? And I was gonna make videos, all this stuff, but I always imagined having a partner, you know. That's my where I lack is that I don't want to do it all by myself. I really see it being a partnership. And so I had a friend doing it with me. I don't know what happened. I guess whatever. We're still friends, but like, I don't know. Just we never really took that too seriously. And then when I moved to China, it was caging. Caging. I remember my dad had called me caging as a joke because I moved to Beijing. And that was just supposed to be me living in China. But I was like, I just moved there, I was 19. And I feel like um, what am I trying to say? The internet was really different then. And it was kind of like, I felt like I had to be perfect, which I still feel like today. And that's always been like why I have such little like what is the word? Output because I have it in my head of what I want something to look like. Oh, it doesn't look like that. Okay. Well, then, meh, and then it's just stale, which has never been good. But I did upload stuff every now and then, and I had all these different ideas. And then I think in like, oh, I had uploaded one video that did pretty well. I feel like, but I didn't think much of it. Like, remember that cute little video I made of my first trip to China? I uploaded that. That did really well, even though there was a copyright claim on it because I didn't really know anything about copyright stuff. And then, okay, so that's great. And then 2013, I had linked up with this one white girl who was fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, to say the least. And we had this whole thing called like hot tofu, but like that didn't really, because she was weird. Like that, she was weird. I'm trying to think of like what happened to her. She was like a professional squatter. No, she wasn't squatting at my house, heck no. But she just would like couch surf and disappear and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, what are we? Aren't we kind of? And then like, I am not here for the BS. And when you're here when she was about the BS, like being very okay, you could focus on providing legal advice to influencer and people who want to start. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Okay. Me gusta queso. Oh, that's cute. You like cheese. Oh, that was cute. Okay. 'Cause I was like, what is your profile name? Me gusta queso. That's a good idea. I love that idea. Thank you so much for that idea. That's a fabulous idea. Um, yeah, so then what happened? Okay, hot tofu, whatever that was, that kind of died. I remember we had like a website, but that was all her doing. But the YouTube part was my doing, and we upload maybe like 3 or 4 videos, and then I don't know whatever happened with that. And then I was in, I think I was at Fudan at this time, and what's it called? That's when Weiwei had hit me up by seeing one of my first day of Fudan video or something, and started to she like emailed me or messaged me and then telling me that she was moving to China, and yeah, we can start a YouTube channel, and we she and I got on really well. You know, we really did get along really well. I mean, there were things here and there, but I feel like overall, like we were good together, like a really dynamic team. And I really saw our brand, because that's when it became like Black Girls in China. I really saw our brand as something that can grow, right? And I wasn't too focused on our friendship. Like in my head, it was partnership, then friendship. And I think in her head, it was friendship, then partnership, if that makes sense. Anyway, so when we got into it, which we never really got into a overt argument. It was just like a tense type of thing. And then the explosion happened when she just kind of didn't communicate with me and just deleted our videos without any. Like I woke up one morning like, what is going on? And I call her, no answer. A couple hours later, she texts me, this is why I deleted all our videos. I was like, okay, well, whatever. So then that happened. That was in 2016, 5 years. Oh my gosh, 5 years ago. And then what happened after that? I changed. Oh, I started doing Black Girl in China. You know, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do damage control and delete the S. And then I changed everything to Kiara Dice because I like that. You know, it's totally my brand. Like look at my wallpaper. Look at that. Look at that. Flamingos, palm trees, okay, leopard print. That's that's my brand. And yeah, so doing that from like 2017 until 2019, but never consistently. And when I got fired from my job and moved back to the States, that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to try to do the influencer thing, take it seriously. But it just is always kind of like I've been too much in my head. I suck at like the digital marketing part and the brand. I don't know, whatever my shortcomings are, I have those. And I was like, I want to find someone to do the productive parts, the production side, which is what I'm kind of looking into now, like trying to hire someone to do my digital marketing at least, And it's not like hire like a full-time person, but it's, someone who's this comes from someone who's also lived abroad for most of my adult life, learned several languages, and worked as an academic advisor. So I'm inclined to help. So, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we all need help. I'm like, what am I going to do if I drop out of school? Even though I don't think like it's going to be the end of the world. I feel like if I had the idea of dropping out, it's because I'm supposed to drop out. That's how I feel. Why else would I think it? Why else? I promise you on my life, like when I was going to Fudan and I had the same kind of hardships that I'm going through now. Like, I mean, I'd be crying, I'd be feeling so low, so inadequate, not smart enough, not this enough, not that enough. Like, this is a crying on the phone with my dad, stressed out, panic attacks, anxiety, all that good stuff. I had it all. But I never thought of quitting, ever, not even once. And I mean, I would have friends and family being like, well, why don't you just quit? Why are you doing this to yourself? And I'd be like, quit? What? You can quit? No, I want my piece of paper. You know what? I can't do that. You know what I mean? I never, ever even considered the possibility that was even an option. It wasn't an option. I was going to soldier through that stuff, through the mud, the dirt, on hot coals, whatever it took. That's what I was going to do. But I don't feel that same way with this. I don't feel that way. I feel like it's more impeding on what I could be doing. And I'm like, "Well, what could I be doing? I don't know. I really don't know." I mean, like, look, I got this whole idea here about the influencers and the smart people wanting to start a small business or focus on invest. Like, like I could do this type of stuff, but I do know that I don't want to. I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to take the bar. I don't see myself ever entering a courtroom or drawing or writing up briefs or, being on suits. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just has never been part of my psyche. And like, how I got into law was just some kind of run of the mill thing. It wasn't like I had a passion for it or I had an interest in doing it. Yeah, I mean, I don't even feel like I have to be a lawyer, but I feel like, okay, so here's what happened. When I had gotten the, what was it called? Chinese government scholarship in 2013, right? So I applied for it that year. Right, do the deals type of thing, but I'm like, I don't that's what pisses me off is that with school, they don't teach you any of that. You don't learn any of that stuff in school. They don't teach you any of that. You're just sitting here reading cases, like that's what I'm gonna have to tell my teacher, the one who was just me and her, like, we need to do something different because this ain't it. I would love to do some kind of deals. I think deals is like being a liaison or something. But I'm like, I don't even know where the start of that is because it's all just such of a bureaucracy and a system, like, ugh. I'm just not meant to be in the legal field, I don't think. But anyway, so basically 2013, I got the Chinese government scholarship. And in order for you, and I got accepted into Fudan, and which I never had to apply to Fudan itself. I applied to the Chinese government scholarship, and you list 3 schools that you want to go to. And the 3 schools I listed, I think, were, well, of course, number one was Fudan. Number two is I don't remember. Number three, number three was, or maybe another school in Shanghai, like Jiao Tong University or something. And then the third one was BLCU, Beijing Language Culture University in Beijing, which I had already been going to. And yeah, so in order for you to start your major, they require you to have HSK 5. So I had taken HSK 5 a couple months before that, and I was waiting for the results of both the scholarship and the HSK 5 result in tandem. So the result for the scholarship had come out first that I had received it, but they had put me down for someone who didn't speak any Chinese at all. And I remember a couple weeks after that, I got the results for HSK 5. And so this was all done through like the Minister of Education consulate in San Francisco, somebody. And so what happened? Like when I got accepted, I said, "Hey, I want to start." Oh, they put me down for 1 year in Nanjing, right? At Nanjing Normal University. And I was like, "Oh, but I want to start my major now. Like, why do I need to go to Nanjing, Nanjing for 1 year? I'd rather just start now. I already have HSK 5. Look." And he was like, "Okay, well, if we want to do that, I'd have to call this person, do that, go here. You're already set up to go." And my mom was like, "Just go to Nanjing for a year." I was like, "All right." So thankfully I did go because I met like so many like good people. So many people that like are still in my life. Like most of my best friends I met through Nanjing. Like, I swear. And anyway, so during that time there was a guy who worked there, not worked there, sorry, went did his master's there, and he was a lawyer from Chile. And we were in this big group of friends, maybe like 10 of us. And he told me, like, "Oh, you're gonna," oh, because at the time I was listed to be doing like Chinese language, I think. Chinese language and literature for my major. And then he said to me, he was like, "Why are you going to do Chinese language and literature? Like, you're going to be like learning Confucian classics? Like, what you going to do with that?" I'm like, I don't know. Because, and he was like, you should do law. Like, if you do law, they don't have any foreigners who know Chinese law. Like, he's like, I'm a lawyer from Chile, and I just know that there's so many, there would be so many more opportunities for me if I knew Chinese law or whatever that means. And and y'all know how I am. I usually just kind of take signs, and I'm like, okay, sure, why not, whatever. And I said, if they let me change my major, then I'll change it. Yeah, but so you're saying with your LLM, you could work for a digital marketing company, especially one that does digital marketing with Chinese influencer. You could be a legal consultant or a translator with legal knowledge. But do I need my LLM for that? Because I already have an LLB, like I have a girl, I'm taking pictures. I'm taking pictures of that so I can remember for the future. Futuro. Um, yeah, like I feel like I already have the law degree. This one is intellectual property law, intellectual property and technology law. So I just think I did it. Okay, wait, let me draw back. So Guy suggests me doing, excuse me, doing a legal major, right? Law major. I said, sure. If they let me change, why not? Because to me it made sense. Totally made sense. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Like it's so applicable. And they let me change my major. Following year, 2014 is when I started and finished in 2018. And like, did I learn really like about the law like that and how to actually do things? Not really. I mean, all I learned was how to take tests. I'm like really good at taking the exam, like I just memorize, regurgitate. I did learn how to read really well in Chinese. I learned how to write really well in Chinese. Like I can write academic papers and all kinds, like all levels, pretty much. As long as it's not like ancient Chinese, then I'm fine. But yeah. Okay. No, not if the company is in China, but if, wait, let me see. Hold on. No, not if the company is in China, but if the digital marketing company is outside of China, you could be a consultant or translator, which expands your options or opportunities. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. But like, but still, even that, I'm like, well, where does the LLM come into play? So when I moved back to the States in 2019, I I was fun employed because I could afford to. And 2019, I did a bunch of traveling. I had a part-time job, and I was just getting acclimated with moving back to the States. I worked part-time at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. I told y'all that. So random. Um, and then I I kind of got over it. Like I think I worked there for like 4 months, and I got over it. I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm telling you, like once you're running on E with something, or once I'm running on E, that's when I'm done. So I like one day had gone to the library, and I decided like, oh, I'm gonna work at a bank because I really want to get into like this venture capital, finance, all that kind of realm. I want to get into that a little bit. And I have a really good friend who has never went to university or college, but we went to high school together. And she worked at a bank. She worked at Bank of America or Wells Fargo, one of the two, for like all the years that I had been in China. And she's the only person that I know who always got money. If you got any kind of problem, she's who you go to. She got an answer. She got a will in a way, and she attributes a lot of her knowledge to the practical part of working in a bank. She's like, I've encountered all kinds of problems or all kinds of things, and it's just really increased my problem solving skills. And so I was like, you know what? Let me work at a bank. And okay, so in November 2019, went to the library, and I just applied for all the Bank of America jobs that they had listed, and revamped my resume, post, boop, 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 boop. And Monday, that was like a Saturday, because I'm telling you, I was so over the wax museum. Um, so on Monday, so that was Saturday. Then on Monday, the recruiter calls me and was like, "Hey, saw your resume, girl. How you doing, sis? When can you do an interview?" I said I can do an interview whenever. I was like early mornings and afternoons. I can do that any day. She's like, "All right, how about tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yep, let's do it tomorrow." Next day, Tuesday, went to the interview. It was with a Chinese guy. So the thing is, like, I can always get in with Chinese people. That's one good thing. Not one good. There are plenty of benefits to like having lived in China and speaking Chinese and having Fudan on my resume. Like that stuff, that's leverage. And so in the interview, he was like a young Chinese man, and like he was kind of weird, but like still, I just don't think he like certain Chinese people just don't really know. They can't really conceptualize a non-Chinese person speaking Chinese to them, especially in America. It's like their brain is like there's a little bit of a barrier. They're like, wait, what? Hmm? you know? So anyway, nailed the interview. Thursday, the recruiter called me again. Hey, you're hired. Here's your like confirmation, whatever, agreement, blah, blah, blah. So then you know, I agreed, signed the contract, whatever. We negotiated the salary. I said, cool, that works for me. I think I was doing like 20 something an hour, 21, 22 an hour. And what happened? And then Friday, which was one of my last days, or not one of my last days. The next day I went to the wax museum. I said, okay, I quit. I quit. Yeah. And the guy says to me, you're not going to give me 2 weeks notice. I was like, no, no shade. I'll do my shift today, but after that, I quit. Like, yeah, hmm I'm done. So, and I remember one of the assistant managers, like, he was like, "Oh, can you stay a little bit later?" I said, you don't get it. I am quitting. Y'all lucky I stayed up until this point. I did my shift from this time to that time, and that time has come. Now I'm out. So I was out. And then did my whole like background stuff with Bank of America. They had some kind of discrepancy with my background check because of me living in China. I don't know. And then I was supposed to start in December, but that got pushed back to January. Anyway, started in January with the 6 week training at Bank of America, and I trained at one location, and then I was going to be permanently set up at another one. So did my 6 week training, and this is right when like the pandemic is brewing. The pandemic is brewing. Oh, I missed a whole detail. So before, okay, while I was doing my whole background check and stuff like that for Bank of America, which was like December 2019, I also was doing a lot of dating, right? Like going on dates. And since I was working at the wax museum, like it was like in Fisherman's Wharf area in China, not China, in San Francisco. And so I started like always being in that area, and then also in a area called North Beach. Like I had my bar that I would take all the guys to and everything. Anyway, one day, that was actually on my birthday. There was like this pizza place I love over there because North Beach is like Little Italy. And my friend Sarah took me to get pizza, and then I went to a bar. I met this guy. He seemed cool, but he was like trying to hit on me, but I didn't know that until later. Anyway, so I guess we exchanged numbers. Um, he called me and he was like, I really want to get to know you. Like, I want to be, and I thought he wanted to be friends. But anyway, he told me that he talked to a lawyer friend of his and said, hey, I met this Black girl who can speak Chinese and she knows Chinese law. And the lawyer friend was like, what? That's phenomenal. Like she needs to blah 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 blah. If she could blah blah blah, then blah blah blah. You know what I mean? This type of stuff. And when we had gone on like what he considered a date, what I considered just dinner, um, he told me like all about that. And he like his lawyer friend wants to meet me. And he basically said it like this: wow, that's a good combination. Chinese law. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. He said, you're gonna be working at Bank of America. Do you know you could be whoop-de 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 boop 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 bloop bloop? I was like, yeah, that makes sense, that's true, huh? I do have a law degree from China. I just kind of, took a different direction or whatever. Stepping stone. Like I'm not gonna retire at Bank of America. I'm just doing this as the next step. And so I went to my friend, like took that information, basically never saw the guy again because he was trying to like hit on me and I was not feeling that. And anyway, I talked to my friend, the one who worked at the bank, and I said to her, "Hey, this guy that I met said all this stuff to me. What do you think about that?" And she was like, "Yeah, my sister-in-law is a lawyer in DC and she makes bank. You making $20 an hour. Like, lawyers can make 200, 400, 500, like stuff like that." I was like, "You right, huh? You right. You right. You right. You right." And she was like, "If I were you, I would look into how I can become a lawyer." I was like, "Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea." So we're talking January at this point. Just happened to be the new decade, 2020. We all had our hopes up for an amazing year, new decade. Who this, knew this, knew that. Like we were January 2020 was like how we were living at that point is how we should live our lives. Like how idealistic we were and how hopeful we were for the future. Oh my gosh, January 2020. And anyway, so having that conversation with my friend, I ended up like just saying, yeah, let me, I know I need to have another degree. I need to have like a postgraduate in order to like take the bar and stuff like. And this is really before I knew what American law school was like. I didn't know anything, right? Complete clean slate. Never looked into law school out here. And one day, this was in December, not December, sorry, in January, like the first or second week of January. I think it was the week. And I had gone somewhere. I went to like a dance class, right? And I came back home, and this was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just Googled law programs. So I said, okay, if I was going to do law school again, it would have to be in San Francisco. I gotta stay at home. I gotta be able to commute there like quick, not too far. So I just looked up law school, San Francisco, and USF came up, right? And I don't know if I had Googled LLM, but I think I looked at that they had like the JD and the LLM. I was like, oh yeah, I want to just do 1 year. I just want to do the 1 year thing. I don't want to do like 4 years, 3 years, JD. I don't want to do that. So they had a number. I called the number, and this is like 4:30. If like things are usually 9 to 5, so they're about to close. And I call. I'm like, hi, I have some questions about the program, the law school. Like, is there anyone who can like tell me about it? And she was like, oh, you can set up a meeting with our admissions director. How about we set up for Monday? Cool. Monday afternoon, I go there. And the receptionist that I'd spoken to, we didn't really have any details. Like, it was just like, hey, I'm asking about the law school. Is there anyone I can talk to? Hey, I'll set up a meeting for you. Like, so I didn't tell her anything about myself. She didn't tell me anything about anything. She just set up the meeting. And so she automatically assumed that I was talking about the JD program, which is what 99.9% of people are talking about when they talk about law school. And so when I went to the appointment, I was sitting with the admissions director for the JD program. And then I said to her, yeah, I already did a LLM or LLB. I'm trying to blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, you're looking for the LLM. Well, I'm the JD lady. So you want to have the other lady. Let me get the receptionist to see if the other lady's available. Other lady was available. And then when I went there and sat down with her, it was like this regal African American woman with this nice suit. And she was just like, "Oh, have a seat. Let's talk." And we talked for like an hour or two, and we really hit it off. And I told her about, like, my past. She says, "Oh, this program would be perfect for you because we have all international students, students from other countries who have done their undergrad in a country that offers bachelor's in law, and then they come here and they just want to do the one focused area law, da da da. Like, this will be perfect for you. Whoop de whoop de whoop." And I agreed with her, and I said to her, "I need a scholarship." She's like, "Okay, I can give you half the tuition off." I was like, "Okay, that's not bad." And I was like, "Well, what about the bar? Like, we talked about that." She says, You don't have to take the bar. You don't have to. Not all lawyers take the bar. Not all law grads take the bar. You don't. Not all work requires you to be a lawyer, a bar accredited lawyer." I was like, "Yeah." And she said, "Okay, well, our admissions or our application deadline is in a couple weeks. Like, just get all the stuff to me as soon as you can, and you as good as gold." And I was like, "Okay." Went back, did my cover not cover letter, what do you use, like, personal statement, letter of recommendation. I reached out to one of my professors. I reached out to one of my good intern friends, lawyers from China. And yeah, then I had given them my transcripts and everything. And boom, sent it in, was accepted. Right. And then I worked at Bank of America for like 8 months. No, was it 8 months? Yeah, so it's from like January to August. And then in late August, I started here at USF. But like, I didn't know really what it all entailed. I'm just kind of going in with these rose-colored glasses or these blinders on, blindfolded or something like that, just not even realizing that, wow, law school is really law school. I just kind of figured out, maybe I was just being really like Chinese about it, because I figured if it's a test, I can just take a test. Like, tests aren't that deep to me. But like, within the first couple weeks, I kind of just realized that I don't really like the program, or I don't really, okay, this is not really for me, like, cuz everything is like case law, and I hate reading cases. I feel like it's just a waste of time, It really it really is. It's like, if you want to be a litigator, then by all means read 500 different cases on one topic. But I want to be a transactional attorney or something like that. And the transactional people aren't the people who need to be actual lawyers. But I just felt like it was just not, there was no, it was very much like one size fits all learning. And being the person that I am, and being, having a little bit of experience in the legal field, I already knew what I didn't want to do. I already knew what I don't want. I was like, okay, I don't want to do criminal stuff. I don't want to do administrative stuff. I don't want to do what else? What else? Tort stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to learn about like IP. And at the time, I even thought I was into patents. Come to find out, I don't like patents. I like trademarks. Trademark is cool stuff. Anyway, I kind of went on a tangent just to like give you guys a timeline. So the first semester was not too bad because I had like a school husband. That's what I call him. My school husband. He was from or is from Zimbabwe, but went to school in South Africa and is currently living in Washington D.C. And he and I were going through the same thing because it was only the two of us in our major of intellectual property and technology law. And so we took most classes together, and we also had to take extra classes in case we wanted to take the bar, because not only do you need the degree, but you need to have certain accredited courses to be bar eligible. And I'm like, see, y'all make it all kinds of messed up, all kinds of dog dung. And so the first semester, I had some low moments, but I was able to like soldier through because I feel like there's just no reason why I can't do this other than like, because, okay, basically, my whole courses, all my courses are going to be pass fail, or not just pass fail. It's like 4 grades. It's high pass, pass, low pass, no pass, right? All of the since it's coronavirus, everything is open book, open note, open this, open that, and then what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the first semester I was like, okay, that's not bad. But this semester I'm like, this is really like taking a toll on me because I don't have anybody. My work husband, not work husband, my school husband had to drop out because they basically gave him the finger and was like, well, you can't pay for it. So ha, might come back when you can pay. And I'm like, they don't give you any payment options. Yeah, they gave me payment options, but they told me about the federal loans. I'm not eligible for federal loans because I'm not a US citizen. And all the private loans require a cosigner. And I'm like, damn, see, that ain't even cool. I don't know. I don't like that. But so it's just me by myself, right? And a whole major. And it's just imagine like taking classes and doing work like this, looking around like, what am I doing this for? And learning that everything you're doing is like, it just doesn't feel right. It's not the path you want to take anymore because, you just learn so much about yourself. And like a couple weeks ago, when I was talking to that same lady, that missions director, about wanting to quit. Oh, you're so close. You're so this, you're so that. Like, it's so good. You want to blah, blah, blah. And then I called her a couple weeks later when I said I wanted to quit the IP clinic that I'm doing now, because it's like 15 hours a week. And that's a lot for one class, 15 hours a week. And everything is fine in theory, in theory, it's all mapped out of how I can tackle it. 8 hours on this day, 8 hours on that day, and then all the other classes get like, but in practice, actually trying to do it, it's like, when you have anxiety and then you also like are like, I think I am depressed, but I don't think I'm depressed because I'm not like sad. I'm more like, this is what's really just not, it's causing my unhappiness, right? Like, for sure. And anyway, so I said to myself, okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can drop out of the clinic, because at least that'll be one less thing. And mm-mm, nope, I can't, because even then you won't have enough credits for the IP, and then you won't. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, and then you got to write the paper, 25 pages. I am just sitting in front of my computer most days, like, like I'm just so over it. And then here's what I think. This is just where I can kind of like put some perspective and peak for people who are like going through the same type of thing. If I were to drop out right now, right, hypothetically, or halfway hypothetically, I wouldn't get the degree, but I still got the knowledge that I feel like I need. I feel like I've left with knowing what I need to know. I met some really good people through this, and like that is invaluable in itself. When I apply for jobs, nobody asks to see your degree, sis. When has when 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 at a job, the only time I've ever had to show a degree is in applying for this one. Like my degree, my Chinese degree, it just collects dust. It's just a piece of paper. It is just a piece of paper. And yeah, I had to pay like 55,000 for it, but like, well, it was 40,000. Okay, no, well, it was actually 24,000, but the rest I lived off of. So that's why I like such a huge loan. And like I've made a lot of connections and stuff like that. Like I feel like maybe that's worth the 55,000. Maybe it's more like cuz college or university it's supposed to give you access to a network, you know. The piece of paper is just some kind of it's like a receipt, but nobody asked to see the receipt. Like even on my resume if I put attended blah 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 from uh 2020 to 2021 and I don't complete the major, I drop out now, that's still not going to change. I still from September to March 2020. Oh no, September 2020 to March 2021. I still. What do y'all think about that? Y'all tell me because I'm really like at the point where I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. It's like it is that deep for me. Like I feel like I would never have thought about quitting if I wasn't supposed to quit. Like I told my dad, if it weren't for the debt, I would have hit the road, Jack. Okay, I would have been like, "Huh, blue, bye." And even the lady from the admissions, whatever, she was like, "Oh, well, do you want to talk to the dean? And then the dean might be able to give you some perspective." Because like I was crying on the phone. I was over here like, I just hate everybody, and I've been crying like that every few days this semester. You know, the last time I had cried over this stuff was last Tuesday. Like, let me tell you what happened with that. So with this one class, American legal writing, whatever, she wanted me to do some 3-hour writing assignment, and accidentally I had from my own personal experience, every professional I have gotten requires my transcript and diploma. At this point, I'm going to charge these jobs for my transcript. In my professional experience, I ain't never had anyone ask me for that. I have never had anyone ask me for that. And my transcript, I would laugh in their face. I would laugh. I swear, I don't know. But like, what do you do? Because I'm like, maybe, mm, mm. I've never had anyone ask me for my diploma. Never. Other than me applying for this. But okay, so anyway, what I was saying is like she had to do she wanted me, because I'm the only one in the class, to do a 3-hour writing assignment, right? Spend 3 hours writing your objective memo of law within research and the rules and rule 1024567 8 and blah 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 and the plaintiff and the defendant and this side that party. And so I'm sitting down there for an hour and I download the thing and I'm so flipping confused. I was like, "What?" Reading the stuff, like one document has like 20 pages. This next document has like 25 pages. I'm like, I'm supposed to read all this case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, rule 1, 5, 6, 7, all this shit. And turns out I had downloaded one of the wrong files. And I didn't realize that. I just kind of thought I was like hella confused or whatever. And I had a freaking meltdown. Like I literally just was bawling my eyes out to my dad, telling him like that was kind of like my last straw. Like I know it was a mistake on my part, on my end, but like I legit am over it. And to have that happen and like me like just crying my eyes out to my dad and him trying to be like, also, if you choose to go abroad, you will want LLM to increase your pay and opportunities. I have lived in 3 countries, sorry, and with more education, my pay increases, especially for the U.S. That's why I want to work for myself. I'm so tired of the system. I'm tired of it, and like we all exist in this really dumb system. Maybe because like my dad and my mom, they're both like entrepreneurs. They'd be like, dude, I can't be dealing with y'all in this. GPA 4.0, dude, LLM, JD, MD, bachelor, PhD. Ugh, ugh. If a piece of paper proves my capability more than anything, I'm like, next job, because there's nothing but opportunities out there. And I mean, I get like it's like clout, but it's like I'd rather be happy. That's what I want. I want to be happy and I want to be free. I don't want to just be like making like lawyers, okay? So obviously if you make 200 an hour. You're working 80 hours a week, you know? And like, I don't know, I just feel like, man, my dad's gonna play the lottery for me today because I need someone to take me out of this shit. I can't. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? I really like your idea. Me gusta queso tres. um, I don't know. I just, ugh, ugh. Oh, so I have a tutor, right? A private tutor. She's a lifesaver, and we had our session on on what was it, Monday, and we were trying to do some of this stuff. I was like out of it, right? I'm telling you, I just had my mind had exited the building, totally spaced out, zoned out, bored, dead in my eyes. And for the last 10 minutes, she was like, "Well, how do you feel?" I was like, "I'm over it." Like, I'm over it. And she was like, "So, are you really thinking of?" I said, "Yeah, I'm really thinking of letting it go." And she was like, "Well, I don't want you to just, let it go. Why don't we have some kind of game plan? Get some kind of game plan, and we look into what it means to like give it up. Look at your loan, look at this and that, look into um, all this XYZ." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do that." Because I just mm. And so I don't know. I'm gonna try to soldier through. I think with my paper, I'm literally just gonna write a bunch of crap. And then pay an editor or something, or get my tutor to edit it. But like, I'm just gonna write some crap. I have a presentation that I've been like putting off for I don't know how long. I'm gonna tell her straight up, I'm not doing the presentation. Not next. And then with this whole other thing I was doing, I'm gonna tell her, listen, you need to make it worth my while because this is a bunch of boom clot, blood clot. I don't even know what that means, but I know it's like some Jamaican word, blood clot. So it's so hard. Why is everything so hard? Gosh, makes me just want to get some food. Now I'm hungry. Thinking about it's, I don't know. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. Should I take my hair down? I'll probably do that later. Yeah, I just feel like life is just so short. It's too short to be miserable, even if it's just for 2 more months. But I mean, I am going to try to get through this because I even feel like crying thinking about it. That's how much I hate it. And even like with an LLM, I feel like no one cares. No one cares. I applied for a job that I think would be perfect for me, and it just goes into the job abyss, you know? It does. Like, no one really cares. All those papers and all that money and debt, and people don't care, you know? It's it's all a lie. We just live in a big old lie. This is the Matrix. I'm sorry, I sound really bleak. Okay, let's liven it up a little bit. I sound really bleak. I don't want to be bleak. I don't want to be bleak. I want to be happy. Let's be happy. But I need y'all to tell me that things will be okay if I do end up saying that's kind of what I want to hear. That'll be all. It'll all be good. You know, life is short. It's not the first time I've had to like start over or something. We all got student debt, okay? And oh, what else I want you to do is go and call your congressman or Joe Biden and be like, Joe Biden, I need some student loan debt forgiveness because I ain't messing with no Fed loan credit servicing loan servicing. Mm-mm, man. Like I know people who are doing like six figure debt, and ain't making six figures a year. Like me, if I graduate even with a LLM in IP law, people are gonna look at it and be like, so. And there was a TikTok where it was like 19. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I think it went viral. It was like 1970. Um, oh, you want a job? And someone just walks in there like, oh yeah, I want a job. Okay, so you start on Monday. And then in 2021, it's like, oh yeah, I have a master's degree. I speak 17 languages, a PhD. I have volunteered for da da da. I'm this, I'm that. I can do this. I can program computers. I can, you know, I am efficient and or proficient in, all kinds of Adobe Suite, C++. Like, can I have a job? They're like, no. Hmm. How do I get myself out of this funk to just do it? Like with the presentation, how do I just do the presentation without being in my head about it? I don't know, because like every time I look at it, I'm like, I just don't care. Can I just take the L? Can I just take the L? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about. Oh, girl, I didn't see that. Use bright colors. I use pink. Like your presentations. Um, of course, it'll be okay. Says education isn't validation for success. No, most importantly, how many people are out there doing they hate but soldier through because societal conformity. Thank you. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. Oh, did I see the Meghan and Harry thing? Oh, I sure did see the Meghan and Harry thing. Oh, ma'am, I definitely saw that. Okay, are we on that now? We can talk about Meghan and Harry. Oh my gosh. Okay. The royal family, I don't know. I don't get it. I kind of binged like like after the day after the interview, I was like trying to watch some stuff about Princess Diana, like because I just remember just thinking that when she died in 1997, I was only 5, and I always thought she was like the Princess of Wales, like actual whales, like the animals. And I would imagine her swimming with like killer whales or orca whales and being like, when she um when she died, I was like, what are the whales gonna do now? Like that's what I remember. But I'm not surprised about the rest of them. No, we're none of us are. Yes, I matched my outfit to my presentation. I lived in Korea and my Korean professors loved it. And it was fun for me. Oh, how cute. I love it. But this stuff is like, ugh, I have to do some case about some damn avocados, some avocado trademark. I don't care. I don't. Happiness is my current currency. Exactly. Happiness is the truth. Why are we here for societal conformity? Wait, didn't I just get off topic about the Meghan Markle thing? Yeah, they're racist and the colonialism, colonizer. I don't know what to say about it. I bet you it was that weak that weak ass bee, Kate Middleton, because she got upstage. Megan don't even have to lift a finger, and you could never miss KT. Okay, could never. Katie could never. Her man is balding and ugly. He used to be really cute. Like, what happened to him? I watched it honestly. I was hoping that Harry would say who's he don't they all in that Illuminati reptilian stuff. Like I don't know. I would have said it. I would have said it. I would have been like, it was Prince Charles. I don't know any of them. Like I know this Harry and what's the other one? William, the ugly brother. I don't know Harry. Tyler Perry though. That was really shook at me. How dark the baby's gonna be? Like everyone's thinking it was Kate, but I think it was Charles or William. It was all of them. It was all of them. And if it wasn't Kate, if she had nothing to do with it, well, she get it by collateral damage. Okay, so throw them all under the bus, all of them. Throw them all. Throw them all. Throw them all. And like, did you see that lady who um 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 the I don't the monarchy, I don't get it. I don't know. Queen Elizabeth, is her name Elizabeth or is it Victoria? I don't know. I don't follow. I don't really care. I just know Princess Diana, Meghan Markle, and that's as deep as I'm going. Um, everybody's thinking it was okay. Girl, I gave a presentation in Korean about economic relations with China and Angola in a pink and black dress and a black headscarf. I got my life while talking about a boring topic. That is so cute. That is so cute. So, like, is that how you're saying I should do it? Like, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna eat me some guacamole while I'm doing this presentation about the avocados. I'm just gonna be like, listen, sis. But the only thing is, I don't want to sit here and share my screen. Like, I don't have like anything what is the word, salacious on my computer, but I'm like, what if they see my pictures or my, I don't know, I can't see what these motherfuckers is looking at, you know. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna be my bonnet and my whatever. I think my friend, she told me, girl, take you a shot or two before, okay, have you a guacamole margarita. Because Harry said his father and brother don't talk to him anymore. That's janky. They so janky. That's so janky. I don't know. Bye. They so janky. I don't know. I felt like they held back a little too much. Me too. Me too. I do too. They have way more tea. My thing is, why are you guys still low key protecting them? I would expose, expose. I would expose them too. Like her being being held captive low key. We Brits have always had a soft spot for Harry because he's a real MVP, no doubt. Oh, you're British, Marcus. Okay, the Brits. Yes. Can you explain the whole monarchy thing? Because like we're American and we look up to stupid people. Like even though y'all they stupid too, but like people like the Kardashians, I don't. But like that's our royalty. Where's Wakanda? Can someone take me to Wakanda or Zamunda? Did y'all watch Coming to America too? Coming to America? Yes, we're all green and have a full face with too much jewelry and be sipping a margarita. Oh, child, the ghetto. This is so ghetto. They were like, oh, this is ghetto. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Okay. The ghetto. I'm gonna be sipping my margarita and being like, so basically, you got the avocado, and then you got the trademark of the word avocado. And then after that, uh sip the trademark attorney or not the trademark examiner was like, bitch, you can't trademark avocado, bitch. That's a word. You can't do that. And it was like, why not? Okay, well, it's not like it's avocado for avocados. We selling some freaking spread, some chocolate spread. And then the trademark appeal board was like, bitch, yeah, you can trademark that. Like imagine if I did that. Oh my god. While sipping all in between. The titles within the British royal family confuse me. Why isn't Philip a king? If wait, who is Philip? Which one is like the scary looking one? The old mofo. Let me look these people up because I'm so confused by everybody and everything. Ugh. Who's the okay? So, what's the name of the queen? Queen Elizabeth. Who's Victoria then? Also, a lot of people don't know that Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth are cousins. That's why I saw that thing where there was like, because I didn't know who was cousins. Because I saw that meme where the girl was like, she was like, incest. Oh no, incest. No, dark skin. Incest. Okay, wait. Where am I? Where am I? The queen is the monarch. Once she departs, that matriarchal glue that holds the family together is going to Yeah, I just feel like, can you guys just abolish the whole thing? Like, can we just like, no, probably not. Probably not. Okay, hold on. Okay, Philip is a super old one with like those eyes, like the bags under his eyes are like, but that's her cousin. Okay, like define a cousin. Like that's her auntie's child, or her uncle's child, cousin, or like way cousin. Because I don't know. Even though I'm not into either one, that's why I only date Asian men. Because I'm like, I don't want none of y'all to be my cousin because I know all black people, we all related. I'm just saying. Like, there's no way me and my man being an Asian will be my cousin. But okay, the queen, wait. Philip is Elizabeth's husband. Charles baby daddy. Okay, hold on. Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip are married. Charles is a son. Charles married Diana and then had William and Harry. Okay. Yes, make it fun for you. Just like that. I gave out pink candy after the presentation. I will never use that information again, but I got cute pics. That's so. Oh, me gusta queso. I need that. Charles is the father of William and Harry. Okay. So now we got Archie. And he was so if Archie was white, what would Archie be? Because isn't she like the Duchess of somewhere? I don't know. I Every time I watch period pieces, I never really understand, and I have to like um read the synopsis on like Wikipedia. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know if they're first or second cousins. Somebody said they share the same grandmother. Ma'am, because Charles, I'm talking about Diana's husband, baby daddy. That's one janky looking ass motherfucker. Like that is one unfortunate looking human being. Like he is unfortunate looking. Like I don't know. He looks like a doll that has come out in the past, or maybe they modeled that doll off. There's a doll that I'm thinking of. It's not a ventriloquist doll. It's another doll. Like, have y'all seen Toy Story 4, where they had those like crazy dolls running around? No, not that doll. It was another doll, like a Howdy Doody. Look, let me look up Howdy Doody. I think that's what it is. Hold on. Howdy Doody. Yo, this nigga look like Howdy Doody. Oh my god! He don't look like that to you? Like, in a way, like, don't you see it a little bit? Do you not see it a little bit? But his nose is like linear. What is that word? Not perpendicular. Parallelogram. What? I don't know. Okay. They think I think they share a great grandparent. Oh, I also feel like Kate is having all those kids, so Harry and his kids don't become king. Ooh, child. Ooh. Do you think he looks like Howdy Doody? A little bit. Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he looks like that. Like that is what he looks like. Mm-mm. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm over the royals. Like, but FDR and Eleanor were also cousins. This is one for rich folks. I don't get it. I don't get it. We are just we're just freaking commoners. We're just peasants. Like, who cares what they doing on the Game of Thrones? I'm like, Megan, protect your spirit, okay? If you gotta go camp out at Tyler Perry's house, then hey, go do that. But fuck them royals. Fuck them. They all ugly. They're all miserable. They have every power, everything in the world, but how are you still miserable? How? We all think like if we had more money, if we had this and that, everything would be all good. That's not true. All these rich people, they're miserable. Harry wasn't far off from being king a few years ago, but now it seems impossible. The whole interview makes me wanna watch The Crown. Me too. Yeah, everyone loved Diana, and they all said it was, like, jealousy, like, basically, Prince which her husband, which one is he, Charles? He was ugly. Nobody was really trying to, like, put him on no posters or no, take him out and show his face off, 'cause they're just figureheads. He was too ugly for that, so he got him a pretty wife, and also his mistress. Oh, no, 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 that's an unfortunate looking human being, okay. What's her name? Camille? Let me look her up. Oh my god. Camille Parker Bowles. That is an unfortunate looking human being. She is, oh my god. I'm trying to think. I always try to figure out like what people resemble. Camille Parker. See, this is a picture that if I were her being a royal, I would want this picture like what is it? Extracted from every which way. I want it from the internet. I want even if someone has it hanging in their house somewhere. I want it. I want them all gone. I want that eradicated. This photo right here. Nah, y'all ain't gonna have me out here looking like that. How? How can you not get your teeth fixed? Marcus, is this like a thing for your people, the Brits, where you guys just don't believe in getting no teeth fixed? Hold on, she was too real for them. I liked how yeah, she helped people with AIDS, and then also with these things called like landmines, which those bombs like that don't detonate, and then like 10 years after the war, like be blowing up these little kids and stuff. Terrible. Harry said they're all trapped and scared of the British tabloids who are racist. That's why they let them talk crazy about Meghan. But I'm like, aren't you guys the kings and the queens and the what? They ain't got no real power. They ain't got no real power. It's all trash. I don't get it. I really don't. Like the fact that the British monarchy still exists, the Commonwealth, whatever that means, the Queen, the Kings, and I don't know. I don't really care. I really think that um they should have instead like what if how they did Brexit? What if they did like a royal eradication? Like let's eradicate them. Like let's just say no mas. How would you do that? It's just gonna stay standing, period, like forever. Girl, my teeth are pearly. What the rest of the peasants in Britain do? Britain is kind of ghetto. It's like America's ghetto, but Britain, we think that Britain is like a little bit more classy because like we have told ourselves that a British accent is the ultimate signifier of class. But actually, y'all is ghetto. Y'all pretty ghetto. Hood as fuck. Fucking your cousins, putting them on thrones, and I don't know, it just reminds me like Game of Thrones, like Cersei with the twin brother and sister. Harry also said they invite the tabloids to dinner, so it's like they try to keep a good relationship with them so they won't publish bad things about them. But like, I don't know. What was this whole deal that they had? I'm talking about Meghan Markle and Harry about like Netflix or something or Spotify, it's so toxic. It's so toxic. I just couldn't care less. Like I did not watch that royal wedding. I watched this interview because I'm here for the tea. We're nosy. Duh. But like in terms of caring, I mean, I really like Meghan Markle though. Like apparently girl was about to come up and I'm like, yes. So she did have her come up, but look, not everything is a fairy tale. Oh, I think I did watch the wedding actually. I didn't watch the whole thing because yeah. But the fact that they really asked about his skin tone, like as if she's full black. Like Megan herself barely looks black. She barely looks black. But like that just shows like, man, y'all racism run deep. Why are y'all so mad? Why? That's why I be thinking like, yo, black people, we must have some kind of like freaking superpowers, or we must have like the gateway to heaven, or we will inherit the earth or something. Cause it's like you guys are that pressed. Like y'all are that pressed. It has to be some reason. I'm looking at Coffee Meets Bagel, and how dare y'all? How dare y'all? How dare you put this on my thing? How? This is definitely a royal. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, ooh, I didn't tell you guys. I went on a date. Um, what day was this? It was like Friday or Saturday. Okay, to be honest, Megan and Harry seem like nice people, but their personality from the outside looks plain. They do look kind of plain. I'm like, I just can't imagine, but they might just be showing like a face though. Like, I can't really imagine them like getting buck wow. You know, I mean, I do like, okay, for me, I think about like when I see couples, I'm like, hmm, are they getting buck wow? Ain't right. What would they have done if she was fully black? Like she's biracial, but she's like white passingly biracial. Like her hair is permed, it's straight. If she dyed her hair like I don't know, a different color, like not as dark, she probably could pass for a fully white girl and no one would even know. Just be like, Mama, think she could have done some like imitation of life type of thing. Have y'all seen that movie? Imitation of Life. It's an old film with like a black woman who's a servant or a maid or something, and her daughter who is white passing, and then the daughter is like, "Mama, don't come near me. You a Negro," and then and then, and then the mom dies, and it's all this. I don't know. There's more to the movie than just that, I guess. But that's the central plot. That how this white passing girl had denied her black mama, so, and then broke her black mama's heart. And then her black mom went to her black mama's funeral, like, Mama, Mama, I didn't mean, I know we Negroes, Mama. Like, I'm terrible. I mean, but watch the original version. Okay, there's two of them, huh? I need to watch both of them. It's called Imitation of Life. Like, it's basically Meghan Markle's story, but Meghan rewrote history because Meghan was like, no, Mama, I'm repping you, okay? You and your locks, okay? They gonna know you a Negro. You gonna walk down the aisle with me or something like that. You gonna be in the front row. Um, Poor little Archie. Archie gonna be like, have y'all seen all those memes? I I think being black is so awesome. I don't know why people hate us so much. I don't get it, but I do get it, like because we literally make everything funny. Like everything's a joke. Like this whole thing is a joke. This whole thing, and who do they? I wish I saved some of those memes to show you guys. I don't know. They're like all in my Facebook and Instagram somewhere. But like just little Archibald, you know, he's gonna be look at Megan. Look at her. She barely looks like a black, not to say she's, and didn't they say that she calls herself a person of color? You know, she's a person of color. And it's like, okay, were you black? I remember I got into an argument with some girl in China about that. Hold on. There are younger pictures of Megan. She had, yeah, it's really pretty. I wish she would have shown it more, but the royal family wouldn't allow that. What? The royal family wouldn't have allowed? What is Tiana? No, I remember this one girl. So you guys seen the show Insecure, right? That's a good show. Um, Meg is Pung though. Her mom sure looks good. Megan is gorgeous. I love Megan. So okay, no, what happened? So this was in like 2016 when Insecure had first come out. I was like put in this group of like remember that brunch thing I went to? All those girls, right? We had like a book club, but it was for the show Insecure. So every couple weeks we would have little events and little get-togethers and da, da, da. For our first event, one of my friends, she made a whole board game of Insecure with little cards and a board and everything. And there was one girl. Okay, so this is when I had just started my whole Black Girls in China by myself after Cray Cray had deleted all my videos. And she had us in a group chat, and the group was called Queens. I'm the Queens. And I had messaged her privately say, hey, I'm doing vlogs, I'm like trying to document my life in China. Here's my YouTube channel. I want to vlog our event. And she was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Why don't you put it in the group and see what happens? And I was just hating ass B in the group, right? And you know how this is what happens. Like there's always someone who's a hater, and the first person to respond with something sets the tone, right? So I went in there in the group chat and I was like, hey, y'all, I'm vlogging. Like, this is my YouTube channel. It's just about being a fabulous Black girl in China and Shanghai. And this is how life is out here. I mean, we're doing this really cool event about this really cool show. Like, I would love to just vlog and blah, blah, blah. Here's my YouTube channel so you can check it out. If da 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 da. And the hating girl comes in and goes, I didn't know we were going to be videotaped. I thought it was just going to be a fun thing. Like, da, da, da. I was like, no, it's not. Like, I'm not bringing a camera crew and lighting. And what are you talking about? It's my little phone. Like, I'm just going to shoot some stuff. That's it. And then that prompted the next person being like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, I was like, all right, whatever. Fine by me. So I go to the event looking fabulous as per usual. Okay. Excuse me more. When I'm talking about my gusta queso. Okay. When we show up, we show up. We show up. We don't just show up, we show up. So I showed up. I was wearing like a little cute dress, hair all looking, you know what I mean? Everyone else want to show up in their UGG boots and their jeans, and that's not my fault. That's not my problem. If y'all can't bring it, then don't come. But okay, don't come for me at least, because that's not my fault. I whatever. So I came there, and I usually am the life of the party. I could talk to everybody. I'm having a good time. And we over here talking about stuff, drinking. It's not a lot of us, maybe like nine people. And we're going around a board game. So let's just imagine the board game is like asking questions and your opinion on some plot in the movie or in the show. And I forget how we get on this topic, but this girl, the hater girl, she was really mean to everybody, like over talking people to people doing this and shutting them up. And I'm not really the one. I'm not. I'm not the one. I'm the one who, like, I'm the queen. I ain't me, not you, me. And she was really mean to this one girl. And I know for a fact that since I had asked that in the group chat days before, she had a vendetta out for me. I know for a fact because the first time I addressed her, said something like in terms of debate or whatever, that was her chance to come for me, right? So we're talking about racial whatever, and we're all black women, right? All of us are black women. Probably most of us are from the United States, but I remember there was at least one girl from from South Africa, right? And the girl who I'm talking about was a hater girl. She was half white, half black from the States. And all the girls there are teaching English or something like that. Anyway, so I forget how we get on the subject, but I was talking about, um, like the one drop rule or what is black or something like that. And I said to her, or I said to the group, that racial politics, because at that time I had just gotten back from South Africa. I was there for like a summer. So I think I went the summer before. And I said, like, and I was talking about the South African girl. I was like, like racial dynamics are different everywhere. It's all arbitrary, man-made fuck shit. Like in South Africa, they have black people, colored people, white people. In America, you got black and you got white. If you got one piece of black, you black. Okay, I don't care if you look white. If you got even they used to have paper bag rules, all that crap. You black. So I was talking about that, and I said, and I talked about hater girl. I said, you like here, like a little hater girl. She identifies as black. She goes, you don't know what I identify as. I was like, I don't care what you identify as. You black. My mother is my mama is white and my daddy's in I said, girl, no one cares. You from America. You is black. You black. Okay. Your mama can be whatever she wants to be. I don't care if she's a turtle. You is black. You are black, girl. I'm telling you, like it's the one drop rule. And we got into this whole argument and debate, and it was pretty funny for me. Like it was just a walk in the park because I love this type of stuff. I live like this fuels me to just argue with people about dumb shit like this. And she was ready too because she was like, oh, I said to her like, you had a problem with me walking in because I said I wanted to vlog and you also I'm really petty because I remember like I was still vlogging. I just didn't like have her. And I was like, oh, I'm making sure, oh, we don't want to watch show this person because she doesn't want to be vlogged. And then I just like got petty. Petty. So I was like, I was provoking her a little bit. So once I said that whole like one drop black thing, it got heated and then she left and quit and deleted the group and all that stuff. And I was like, me, me. But anyway, all of that was to say that Megan, she is like somewhat okay. Wait, for me, if you don't have two fully black parents, you're either biracial or mixed. I also feel this way too because other races don't do that one drop rule. Also, I feel like these people end up being. It's true. It's true. It's all really stupid because like, and it's so I was saying the historical context of it, like by default in terms of United States standards, like the US standards, it's like you're either black or you're not. White has to be pure. If you have a drop, if there's even a like I'm wearing a whole white shirt, right? If I got a one drop coffee stain on it, it's coffee. The shirt is coffee now. It's like what? Doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. It's really dumb. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But that's the society we live in. And it's like, I mean, we didn't make the rules, but I wasn't saying like how she identifies, like she might say she's biracial. She might say I'm mixed. That's what I am. Yeah, you are. But if you had to choose between, because it's always one or two tables, right? You got the black people, you got the white people. Where do the mixed people go? They gotta go with the black people. The white people don't want them. We gotta take them. It's just true. It's just the truth. Just like Megan. Megan is like for me or Archibald, Archie ain't gonna look nothing. He ain't gonna have. He's act like you have an afro. No, it was that dude, Michael Blackson. It was like they had a what's it called? A meme of Archie, little baby Archie, and Michael Blackson. It said baby Archibald with the royal C. It's like I don't know. It's all so stupid. I don't know why does racism exist? I don't know. Why does racism exist and sexism and misogyny and homophobia and all that stuff? I don't know. The Kiaras are pretty, yes. Kiaras are. Okay, we always have to come correct. It's a name thing. It is a name thing. I swear. Oh, but anyway, y'all, I think I'm gonna go because I have to pee. Ooh, look what came up on my memories. Ooh, look at that. If you can identify as whatever, I don't get angry over it. I see them as biracial mixed. I feel like biracial mixed people should just make their own lane. Right. So like in South Africa, that they have their own lane. Like they are called colored people. It's like a separation. They're not black, they're not white, they're colored. But in America, you black, they black. So yeah, in Britain, the struggle is real here too. If your phenotype is black, people perceive you as black, despite mixed or whatever. Otherwise, right? And that's that whole one drop rule, paper bag rule. Who is that? Oh, this is a guy, Colin Leo. I told you guys about this once when what happened? Oh, I met him in Nanjing. He was the one who was like had all the money and like took me to like would spend like I swear to God like 10,000 R&B and stuff like that, I'd be like, woo. Yeah, but turned out he was like married with kids and everything like that. So that's ghetto. And I had him on my WeChat all up until like I think a year ago. He shared something where he put the N word, and I was like, you know what? Our time is. I don't like that. If I see something stupid, I'm not gonna entertain it. I just delete it. I don't talk to you anyway. So yeah, yeah. He said something, and not the but still no, mm-mm, no, no, no. You don't get that pass. It ticks me off too. Like I was just like, nope, nope, nope. I don't want to be friends. I don't. I don't. Nope. I won't. I won't do it. Nope. 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 So that's basically what happened with that. But yeah, he was cute. I think he's like a race car driver. I've tried to look him up. I know his name is like Colin Leo, Lui. No, Liu. There we go, Liu. And I know that whole like that's kind of why I say like I try not to use the word in front of non-black people because if I hear a non-black person say it, I'm gonna come for them. Not physically, but I'm going to let them know. Oh, it's raining. Oh my gosh, it's raining. Okay. Well, y'all, I'm going to get off the live now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are so awesome. I just want to like be happy and be free from school. I really hate school. Help me get through it. Okay. It was like some, y'all gave me a lot of confidence to do the whole drinking while I do the presentation, but I'm going to try to tell the teacher that I don't want to, only use it with black people. Thank you. That's the rule. And if I hear black people using it around non-black people, I'm like, you're breaking the cardinal. You're doing the cardinal sin. You're not supposed to use that word with non-black folk. Period. 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 Poo. Period. Poo. Ever. 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 And so, yeah, that's our rite of passage. Oh my God. I remember this one girl in the group that I was just telling you about, the Colleen's group. She 2027, 2025 or something. Hey Mentor 2023. Because it's, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. No, I remember. Okay, so we were like meeting with that group. And there was one girl, she was really pretty, but she was like all kind of like bohemian style and stuff. And mind you, we were meeting to talk about the show Insecure. Issa Rae uses the N word like every other word. Like that word is all throughout that show. Anyway, I had said the word and she was like, language. And I went in on her. I said, I know you fucking lying. You was not talking about me. You was not paying for this meal. You was not my mama. You was not my daddy. You was not Xi Jinping. You was not Barack Obama. Don't you ever, ever, ever. Like, I was up here like that. Like, oh, she tried to use that language to me. I was like, bitch, let me tell you why. N word. Okay, we over here talking about insecure, where this word is used up and down and all around. Okay, we have taken that back. We have reclaimed it, and I'm reclaiming my time. Okay, you ain't Maxine Waters, bitch. Okay, N word, and yeah, I'm so confrontational. Clearly, oh my goodness, help me! Y'all need to help me. Negro Tour 2023. That's my brother's wife is not black, so he had to explain to her that we use the N word in our family. And we would not change that for her, but she was not free to join it. You may not partake. Period. What if no? What if I'm singing no? You through it. You through it. That's what I want to hear. You through it. You better kids bop it, okay? I want to hear you sing only the kids bop version of Nas, Tupac, Jay-Z. I don't care. You know, Lil Wayne, whomever. Kids bop it. But if you say the word in my presence, oh no, 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 ma'am. 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 Oh man. But no, the girl I was talking about was black, and I'm black, and I'm like, listen, my ancestors were slaves. Okay, they had to come to this. They were brought to this country. Okay, my grandparents have been in Jim Crow, all that stuff. I can say the N word if I want to. Don't come at me, please, Mister. Who you think you are? So Sojourner Truth? I don't know. I just was like, I know she did not just come at me talking about like some and language. I literally said B word, N word, please. Let me tell you why you will never, ever, ever censor me. Because you're not paying for nothing. You pay. I said, pause. Are you paying for this dinner? Question mark. If the answer is no, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. If you're gonna pay for it, then we can censor it. I'll do like, I'll do a burp. I'll blurp it. But otherwise, leave me alone. I can't. You're so funny. Oh my god. I know. I just talk. I really just talk, and that happened, and it did kind of leave like a bad taste. But she tried it. I was like, why are you? Where we all say the N word. We all do. We're all black women from America living here in China. Like a nigga is necessary every now and then. Talking about insecure of all shows, literally every other word in that show, every quote, you know? Ugh. Okay, so I actually really have to be, and I'm gonna have to try to do some schoolwork, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated about the withdrawal because for right now the withdrawal is it's in motion because we'll see, we'll see. I have a meeting with the presentation teacher tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her I ain't doing that presentation. I don't want to do it, and we'll see what she says. But I know I want to go to China too, but I don't know how it's gonna be. That's the only thing. Like the pandemic has really like oh the pandemic. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about my date. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I gotta save the date for the next time. Okay. Um, okay, no, I'll try to hold it and talk about the date. So dang, like, can you believe this guy walked in? So he's allegedly half Asian, half Korean, half black. And he was cute in his picture. Then he like uh let me see if I can find his picture. Hold on. I don't know. You're not even gonna think he's cute because he's not that good looking. And then in person he's even worse. So like this is what he looks like. Look at that's not that cute, right? Not that and that's like a good picture of him because he don't look like that. So we met up at a restaurant, outdoor seating, and he was late and I don't know. Dating nowadays is just so weird. So anyway, when we sat down, he was like, "Oh, I'm not drinking because it's Lent." And I was like, "Okay, what? Oh, I'm gonna drink." And oh, let me order the pitcher. And but I didn't order the pitcher. I just was joking. And then 5 seconds later, he ends up ordering like a mai tai, and he gets the mai tai, and then we both have two drinks. Let's do what is best for you and check out Taiwan for jobs sometime when you're looking for people. University doing what? Um, okay, no, I'm gonna tell you guys about the date next time because I have another date that's going on this Friday. Yes, I am back in the game. I'm dating. I'm trying to meet someone who can take me out of this whole economic folly. That's what I'm gonna call it, economic folly. Okay. So what happened? Like we are sitting and we had like such good chems. Oh, okay. When he came, so I decided to like show up a little bit late because I'd be damned. I don't like waiting for people because I'm always like super punctual, like punctual to a fault, to my own detriment. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be waiting around looking for him. So I'm going to be a little bit late. And I was a little bit late, like 5, 10 minutes. And then while I call him, I'm like, oh, are you there? And he was like, oh, I had to like run and do an errand. And I'm thinking, like, is this guy a drug dealer? Because why would you have to run and do an errand real quick? Like what? But I'll be right there. So you just get us a table. So I get us a table. He comes and he rang the mask and I was like, and he had his hair in my little micro braids, little mini micro braids, like this side shaved off, and then micro braids going all in different directions. I was like, I know you fucking lying. I know. And I like when he sat down and I just didn't think he looked as good as his picture. And I was like, in my head, I was like, oh my God, okay, girl, just eat and leave. And then like throughout, and this is what I'm saying, girl, do not lower your standards. Keep your standards high. Keep them there. Go with your first instinct. That's why my first instinct of dropping out of school is probably the right one. So no, dating in the US is weird. Where are you from? I don't do dating in the US, or I lived in Korea too long to start paying for meals on a date while other person shows me pics of their cute kids. I'm telling you, Asia has spoiled us. So, um, he sits down with them micro braids, and I was like, I know you, I know you lying. And anyway, he sat down, takes off his mask, and he just looks okay. And his teeth, he didn't have the worst teeth in the world, but I mean, like I'm a firm believer in like, like you might have a fixer upper. I'm not against a little bit of fixer upper. That's okay. Well, I'll just sit down and have a meal, and throughout the meal, we talked for like so long. Like we really enjoyed each other's company. Okay, and I was getting more and more attracted to him, like as the date went on because of our vibe, right? And I said to him, like, that's gotta go. That hair's gotta go. And you might need to get some braces. I don't think that will hurt. Like, I didn't tell him the braces part, but in my head, I was like, oh, we can convince him to get braces. We can like cut his hair and then put him in a suit and like, get him an iron. I think that's doable. I think, he's not the best. But girl, don't be fixing people up. No, 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 ma'am. So I remember for some reason he was talking about like oh no, it was like, "Oh, let me guess your car, like what kind of car you have." And I don't know why, but after the second car, I guessed his car correctly. I was like a Cayenne. The only reason why I guessed a Cayenne is because my dad has a Cayenne and I know like two cars. Like I know two cars. Like Tesla, Cayenne, BMW, not BMW, Mercedes Benz, but I don't know any of like the car makes. I don't know. So the second car I said was Cayenne. He was like, "How do you know?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Like that's the only car that I know of. My dad drives a Cayenne." And yeah, so it was weird, but whatever. We had a good time talking. We laughed like the whole time. He was funny. I was funny. He was actually listening to like all my little stories. We were talking about businesses and traveling, like all that stuff, like really vibing, right? Then it was really cold because we're in San Francisco and it's always cold here. And also we're doing like that indoor outdoor dining, I mean. And then we were right by Golden Gate Park and they have a new thing there. It's like a Ferris wheel. So we went to the Ferris wheel. Oh, I remember like when the check had come, right? I said, just so you know, I don't do no Dutch. I don't do 50-50. No. He was like, all right, girl, you go. I'm like, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom and we'll be back. The check better be paid because I ain't paying nothing. Like I'm so forward. My friend was like, damn, you're a little bit too forward. I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's necessary to do that because that's what I want. So we went to the Ferris wheel. We're waiting in his car because like we bought tickets for 9 o'clock p.m. and then it was like 8:45 or something like that. And we're in his car and we're listening to music, like vibing to different things and stuff. And what happened? Oh, when we had got the tickets, so like I googled it, looked it up, and I put in all my information to get the tickets. And then right when it had the credit card part, I handed it to him. I'm like, here you go. And he was cracking up, and I was like, yep, huh. Me pay for you? No, 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 no. You are in the presence of me. You came here with them locks, with that. Huh? I ain't paying a dime. Okay, this is free for me. Um, what happened next? We get in the Ferris wheel and we have a good time. whatever, Ferris wheel, la la la. Then we went and drove to a view and we're in his car fooling around. And then I went home after that around midnight. And then what happened? A couple days later, because I thought like we like hella vibed, right? Like he was cool, you know? That's why I'm like, I don't even know what's in guys' heads. I never know. And he was like, and girls, we end up like falling for stuff that is all running game, you know? Like it's all game. And so what happened? He was talking about like, yo, do you know about, since you're doing like trademark or IP stuff, do you know about like some patents? He was like, oh yeah, we could be a good team. Like, you know, like all these different, oh yeah, we should go there. Like and I was like, okay. I'm like, are you really about that life? Because I'm really about that life. Like I'm really trying to go places and be a freaking power couple, but you gotta get braces and cut off that hair because I can't. Anyway, so I didn't tell him about the braces thing. That part was in my head. The hair part, no, that I can keep to myself. I couldn't. I told him like, look, that hair has got to go because this is what you bring. This is false advertising. That the picture is what you showed me. What you came with, these little micro braids. They had like little like three-strand twists with the, or not twist braids with the little rubber band on the end. Like little. I was like, this looks hella freaking janky. It looks so janky. Anyway, so I didn't hear from him the next day. I was like, okay, whatever. But I want to go on a date, you know? Like that's basically what had happened. Like I really wanted to go on a date on Friday. So I was like, I'm just gonna make it happen. And come Sunday, I was like, I want to go on another date, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So I had called him. Mind you, I only have his Google number. He only has my Google number. Because that's what they do nowadays. People just give Google numbers and stuff. So anyway, I call him, he doesn't answer. Oh, mind you, we met through Coffee Meets Bagel. Have you heard of Coffee Meets Bagel? Trash, all garbage. But just yet another app. But so I call him on Sunday, doesn't return my call, which is fine. Then I check my Coffee Meets Bagel around 7 p.m. and he says to me, I I swear to God, I can't write this stuff. I can't make it up. He says to me, I should have taken a screenshot of it. I swear, I'm sorry. But he wrote, I'm giving my phone up for Lent. And then writes in Chinese characters, 再见. And I was like, what the fuck? Mind you, this dude is Korean or half Korean. And he said that to me, and I was just kind of like, block. I was Lent. Like I don't know. It's like for Lent, like I don't. Well, let me look up what Lent is. I don't know, some religious stuff, some Christian stuff, some Catholic stuff. That was so weird, right? And okay, so Lent is. Let me see. Lent. Okay, Lent is a solemn religious observance in the Christian liturgical calendar that begins. Anyway, it's like you like give up something for Lent. Like it's a 6-week period of you giving up something, even though Lent started like 3 weeks ago. Not only that, but also he's not Catholic, but also he gave up drinking for Lent. But 2 minutes after we sat down, or he told me that he ends up ordering drinks for himself. Like I wasn't pressuring him. I was like, all right, I respect it. You know, whatever. I'm not gonna not drink. You can do whatever you want to do. But like anyway, I was just kind of like, what? Oh my gosh. So that's fine. But I will say this to y'all. This prompted me to like find a matchmaker. So I found a matchmaker and the matchmaker was like, oh yeah, girl, these these hoes ain't loyal. You're not gonna meet any good men on the dating apps. They're all trash. So I have someone for you and you can go out with them on Friday, but it's like a digital date, a virtual date. So yeah, on Friday, I have my first matchmaking thing because I was like, this is trash, and I'm not going to meet any men who are decent on dating apps. It's just not happening. So I need to consult a professional. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how the okay. Wait, it is the 40 days to show the struggle that the Hebrew slaves suffered and to represent the great flood. You give up usually food like sugar or alcohol or meat or your phone. Yeah. So right. So he gave up his phone allegedly, and I was just kind of like, all right, whatever. Block, delete, block, delete, and there was that. That's the end of that. But I was just kind of like, dang. I'm like, dang. What y'all think about that whole thing though? About the story, this guy. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just for our, it's just for our memoirs. But like, that was just so random. Like, I would have just ghosted. That's more my zhuzh. I'm definitely a ghoster. Oh, it's similar to Ramadan. I don't know what Ramadan really is, but like I know that you fast for Ramadan. Something ain't hitting the top floor. Something ain't hitting the top floor. And we're not even gonna delve into it because it doesn't really matter. But it was bizarre. It was really weird, you know? And so I just kind of was like, okay. But I really wish I would have screenshot it because I found it to be extremely weird that he put Chinese characters. That was the clincher for me because, like, and put Zai Jian, like, I know for a fact the guy does not speak Chinese. For a fact. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know him like that, but I don't think he speaks Chinese. He doesn't, because I remember when he said he was from Korea and I said Annyeonghaseyo or whatever that is. He was like, "What?" Now he's not from Korea, but like his mom is Korean and his dad is Chinese or dad is black. And just because you have a Korean heritage doesn't mean you speak the language, you know? So same, but I was like, why would you? So does that mean you like Googled goodbye? What? I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I have a date on what day is that? Friday. And I'll let you guys know how it goes. And yeah, so until then, oof, I'm gonna hmm, girl, I just assume it's dating in the US. I cannot understand what these men are doing. I hope the matchmaker works. Let me know. So, where are you living? Is that in Korea? Like, cause for me, dating in China was not that fun either, but it wasn't as bad as this, you know. But, like, the issues that I came across in China was, like, the Chinese men all were, like, weirdos or just didn't or, like, taking it too seriously before you even meet them. You're like, "Wait a second, friend. Like, I'm looking for a genuine connection, and you're looking for any woman who would pounce on you. Any woman will do. Any woman. Any woman." I'm like, "I want someone who loves me. I want someone who's all about me." And oh, for the matchmaker, I told her, I was like, she's like, "Is there anything you want me to know? Like, is there anything you want to say?" I was like, "Oh yeah, he has to pay for the dates. Like, don't." And I said, "In perpetuity." And all y'all heifers out here in America, y'all got the whole game twisted. That's why I cannot stand America. Why am I here? Ugh, like where they'll be like, "Oh, I just think like it's equal. It should be 50-50. Like the woman should not." I'm like, no, girl, please. Why? Why? I said the man should always pay, period. Spanish men are put front and pay for dick. Spanish men are regular. I hate America. Can we go? I was telling my friend Brianna, I don't know, Brianna, if you're on here watching. If you are, I said, say the word and we're packing our bags and we are going. We're not yeah, I hate that 50-50 thing, and I don't like it. I don't do it. No. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I said, if you don't pay on the first date, it ain't gonna be a second. If you don't pay on the second date, it ain't gonna be a third. If you don't pay on the third date, it ain't gonna be a fourth. in perpetuity, so on and so forth, till the day we die. Period. Pooh. Period. 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 Pooh. Because why? Why I gotta pay on a date? Well, what about like love? I'm like, love don't live here, sis. I don't. How am I supposed to love a man who can't even pay on a date? Like, how am I supposed to love you? You ain't got no money. You cheap. What? What am I supposed to love about that? There ain't nothing to love, please. And people always want to guilt trip us. Me, call me a gold digger. I'm like, yeah, gold is like the most valuable resource. One of them. Why wouldn't I strive for that? Okay, it's like a total commodity in life. Gold value, gold standard. Yeah, that ain't asking for too much. It's not. They always want to make you seem like you asking for too much, and it's like, um, yes, I don't pay for meals because I can go out with a friend. And thank you, thank you. Also, my friend does think they are getting something afterwards. I'm like, why am I gonna go out with you? You can't even pay. What's the point? What about? I'm like, no, that's what a friend is for. That's what friends are for. You want to be friends, then don't pay. But if you want to have all this, I know I look a mess right now. YouTube, I do look a mess right now. But even my mess, I'm cute. Even in my most messy, this is the messiest I've been looking. This is as messy as it gets. The worst. Bonnet, rollers, such things. Even this, you should. I am the prize. Okay, you got to pay on a date. Period. All the dates, everyone, all of them. Period. Period. Poo. And if you can't handle that, then that's so trust me, you are not the only one out there. You are not. You are not the only one. And also, my rule is like, and I'm telling you, it has helped me immensely to stick to my guns. Oh, thank you, my fellow Kiara. To stick to my guns, okay? Because I've had a date. This was like before COVID, so I think it was like December. I think this was the last date I had been on before this date that I'm talking about. Um, so this guy was like, and they all do the same stuff out here in the Bay Area. They're all software engineers. They all, make a little bit of money, at least make, six figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason why they can't afford to, like, I'm not, at least the people who I'm dating in my pool. So this guy was in his very late 20s, maybe early 30s. I don't know. But he was like, from New York, and he was really interested in seeing me, and he took me to Japantown in San Francisco, and he was like, what did he say to me? And to me, it's a red flag. He was like, oh, I'll pay this time because I chose the place. And I was like, nope. I never talked to him again. I was not into it. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Mm-mm. If you have some kind of like contingency to your generosity, no, 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 you will not have any of this. Period. Pooh. Period. And that's on what? That's on who? That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's on all of them. Okay. That's on it all. Because why? Why? And I'm telling you, those are red flags right there and there. If he is not wholeheartedly and fully like, girl, you came out with me, you are it. I got this. Your money is no good here. Then I don't want him. Keep him. Because that to me signals how it's going to be down the line. You know what I mean? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No. Selflessly pay. Generously pay. Seriously, because that's how you all have to be, ladies. Like, do not let them shortchange you. Do not, because there are plenty of men out here who will pay. And it's not just like it's a gesture, it's a gesture. He's a provider. I want a provider. I don't want how many like haven't we already like reached our cheap broke dude quota? I know I have. I have reached it. Okay. I have dated the cheapos, I have dated the brocos, and I'm done. No more. So when we go on a date and you say, "Yeah, I'll pay for the salad, you pay for the drink," I'm like, "Oh, peace." I'll put down because like I've got my own. What do I need you for? Like, I can't pay for my own food. I eat every day, multiple times a day. Okay. What are you bringing to my table? What are you bringing to my life? Hmm? That's how I look at it. I'm not gonna change my mind. Nope. I'd rather be single. Cause what's the difference? Might as well be single. He ain't pay for nothing. All my friends, and not all my friends, because I try to like stay with like-minded people, but like people that I know who's who's paying half and half in a relationship. I'm like, sis, you better than me. I would have left that. I would have sent him back to the streets, like la da di da di da. I don't want it. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. That's just the truth. So I think I'm gonna end up filming a video today. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna do my hair and film a video and hopefully do some more like work. But I'm so over school. Like I don't even care. Like I'm gonna tell the teacher, like, girl. Anyway, because I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. So I will see you guys in the next live. Yes, love all of y'all. It's been so much fun. It's always fun to live stream with you guys. I swear. Anyway, love all you guys. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Bye. Oh, there we go. Yay.